Welcome to Elevated Women, the podcast where energetics meets strategy and wealth becomes who you are. I'm your host, Myra Swankotze, subconscious reprogramming master, energetics mentor, multi-seven-figure coach, and Brain's 500 global honoree for my work in conscious business leadership. This space is your portal, a frequency upgrade for the woman who's done shrinking and ready to claim everything she came for. Let's melt the old patterns, rewire your money story, and build a wildly aligned business from your highest self. This is your next evolution. Let's begin. Hello, Queen, and welcome back to Elevated Woman. Today we're talking energetic funnels and feminine flow. And yes, I know, the word funnels is probably chasing you away. But I promise you this episode is going to be fun, feminine, and you're going to learn a hell of a lot around funnels. I'm going to show you how funnels can create freedom and more money in your business than you've ever imagined. You know how most people think funnels are these cold, rigid, mechanical things, like a maze you shove people through with a bunch of timers, scarcity, pop-ups, and sales pages that scream buy now or die trying. That's not my world. My funnels are alive and filled with energetic embodiment to elevate every woman that steps through. When I create a funnel, I'm not just thinking about steps and pages. I'm thinking about frequency. I'm thinking about how I want a woman to feel when she lands on my page. Luxurious, welcome, energetic, like a queen. I'm thinking about the micro shifts I want her to experience just by reading my words. I've built those old school heavy masculine funnels before. You know them, you've seen them many times, you're not new to funnels. They work, but they don't feel good. The sales comes in, but the energy felt off. And I've learned that if the energy is off, the money doesn't stick. Now I build funnels the same way I build my business, in feminine flow. It feels good in my body and in my soul. That means I bring my soul into the strategy. I anchor every step in how I want the woman on the other side to be activated, not just convinced. I'll sit down and map a funnel, and before I write a single word, I ask, what is the energetic journey here? Does she need to feel permission, safety, or even audacity? Once I know that, the words, the layout, the flow, they all come through in a way that is completely magnetic. I've had women buy from me without even reading the whole page because the energy hit them. I've had DMs that says, I don't know why, but I'm in. I've had women in my programs tell me that they absolutely love my funnels. It made them feel so elevated. That's what happens when your funnel is an activation and not a transaction. Your funnel isn't separate from your energy, queen. It's an extension of you. If you push, force, and obsess over the metrics while ignoring how it feels, your funnel will reflect that. But if you weave your frequency into every touch point, conversion becomes effortless. Now let's talk about what happens with you and inside of you before you even start working on that funnel, before you even sit down to start writing the copy for that funnel, before you start planning it. You need to have your energy in the right place. You need to elevate your energy. So here is what I do. I have my crystals. I love crystals. By now, if you've listened to any of my other episodes, you know that. I love crystals and smelly candles. I've got 3 or 4 smelly candles on my desk at any time and in place. And my all-time favorite, and I go and buy it regularly when it's finished, is peach Bellini. I get myself into a space with clear, energetic intention. I anchor myself from above and from below. And I anchor in my heart and in my womb what it is that I want the woman that's going to come into my funnel to feel and experience. And I anchor the energetic feelings, my energy, that I want them to experience. And I put it into the universe that every woman that comes through this funnel will experience my energy and be ready to enroll in her divine time. And I trust the universe to deliver exactly what this funnel is meant to deliver to the woman reading it. And then I start working on it. Now let's look at the anatomy of a fun, feminine, high-converting funnel once you have anchored yourself and your energy. Now, I'm not giving you a click here and then there tutorial, because that's not what this is about. It's not about the tech. That's for another conversation and maybe even a training where you can actually see over my shoulder what I do and not just a voice podcast. But this is not about building the funnel. It's about building an energetic structure that works for you 24/7. The tech comes after this. And this is the part that most women miss. And it's the most important part. So when I build a funnel that feels alive, here's what I focus on. And I want you to really think about every single step. Come back to this podcast and come listen again with your notebook and make notes. And if you have it now, make as many notes as you can. And come back again and listen again, and maybe even a third time, because I promise you every time you come back, you're going to get more of what I'm saying. So let's look at step 1. Step 1 is the look and feel. Your funnel should be a visual and emotional extension of your brand and your energy. Soft edges, spacious layout, intentional imagery. Think about this. Imagine it. See it before you even start writing or creating the funnel. Words that feel like they're wrapping her in possibility. If your funnel feels like a corporate brochure or a corporate website or the typical mail funnel, chances are you've lost her before she's even read the second line. Feminine funnels make her want to linger, to scroll, to explore, to imagine herself in your world. The second thing that I focus on is the flow. Every step is intentional. And I design funnels like I design a beautiful dinner party. She arrives and feels welcomed, deeply welcomed and appreciated, like a queen. She's guided effortlessly from one experience to the next. There's no confusion about where to go or what to do next. It all flows beautifully into each other. If she feels rushed, she'll resist. If she feels stuck, she'll leave. Feminine flow is about making each step feel like the natural next yes. As she goes through it, the only word you want in her head is yes, yes, yes. Not for you, for her. The next step, step number 3, is the core offer. And this one is where most of you go wrong. And it took me a couple of years to figure this out as well. So I want you to pay a lot of attention to this one. This is where most women overthink it and underfeel it. A core offer isn't just a sales pitch. It's a vision. I want her to see herself in the words when she steps into this page, when she starts reading, to feel the shifts in her body as she reads. It's less about year's 12 modules and more about who she becomes when she says yes, how her life changes, and why this matters right now. This section is short, but extremely powerful, so don't skip out on this. You need to go and sit down and spend time here and create this. Number 4 is those little revenue boosters. Now, before I continue, I actually want to talk a little bit more about funnels. I know that you have been told before, it's so common and unempowering in this online world when it comes to female coaches and business owners and experts. You would have been told so many times you don't need a website. You don't need a sales page. All you need to do is just sell. You don't need any of this. You just need to write content and people will come to you and people will buy. You don't need any of this. And you know what? To some degree, that is true. To some degree, in the beginning, when you're just starting off and you don't have the energetic capacity for a website or funnels, that's fine. Start. But if you're the woman that has already made money and has already done this selling without funnels and just writing content continuously and having to get on sales calls or having to be inside of the DMs day in and day out, answering, getting women to buy, you are not building a business of freedom. You're building a full-time job. Either you're on calls not 24/7, but you're on calls daily, day in and day out. Or you're in the DMs talking to women to get the sales. And they work. Don't get me wrong, they both work, but they become exhausting. And you can start off with that. Yes, you can. But the quicker you get yourself into that energetic space where you can see what a feminine funnel can do for you and you can appreciate it and you want a feminine funnel in your business from inside your body, when your body gives you a full body yes, this is what I want in my business. I want to be able to have the freedom, and we talk about that a little bit later in this podcast, again, in this episode. But when your body says a full body yes. If you feel it in your body as a full body yes, I want to have a funnel to create freedom and more financial flow in my business, then I suggest you get this done. The quicker in your business, if you're new to business, the better. Because you're going to have more results and you're going to build more funnels and you're going to make more money in flow. And your body is going to say yes to every single one of them. If you are in business already and you've made 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 a month, and you want more freedom and you want more money flowing in energetically and a full body yes for yourself and your clients, then feminine funnels is the way. I promise you. And if you're new, you're going to reach the 1 million mark much quicker. Okay. So let's talk about number 4, the revenue boosters, those little ones. They are always seen as yucky or pushy. I want you to feel them differently in your body. I want you to see them differently. And I want us to be very clear. They're not pushy when done in a feminine way. An order bump is a small natural add-on that enhances what she's already buying. It's that, oh yes, that would make this even better moment. She feels it in her body. For example, if she's investing in a course, your order bump might be a private audio series that accelerates her results. Now, this is for course creators, it's for coaches, if you've got smaller programs, and if you are a coach, please, this is for a different episode again, but I want to bring it in here. You do not just want to work one-on-one. Again, that is draining your energy, and it's not serving your clients in the best way possible. Because when you drain your energy, you are not serving your clients in the best way possible. So if you are doing a smaller program, a recorded program, a live program that's going to become a recorded program, it doesn't matter how you do it. We'll talk about that in another episode. But that is where you will give her something additional, something of huge value that takes what you've given them in this program or what you're giving them in this program or course a little deeper. Okay, so for example, it could be a couple of extra voice recordings that will take them deeper if you're a healer. If you are talking to women about energy or mindset or business or whatever it is that you're doing, it could be a PDF with additional stuff. So if, for instance, you are selling a program on, let's say, how to use Instagram to make 10K a month, and you're giving them post examples in your program, then this little order bump will be juicier if you give them more prompts, maybe 30 days worth of really great, juicy prompts that will actually make them sales on Instagram. Okay. If it is something to do with personal development or energetics or healing, it might be journeys, meditations. It might be additional journal prompts to take them deeper, to take the journey deeper. And they're never really very expensive. Ladies, this is just $27, $37. I've seen some up to around $55. I like the $27 to $37 price point because it's a no-brainer. It's easy. But when every lady buys that, or as many of them as possible, if you make it juicy enough, that becomes a very nice additional income that wouldn't have been there if you didn't have that little order bump. Don't see it as pushy. Don't see it as salesy. See it as a divine invitation to take the results further. That's the thing about sales. Sales are not pushy. They're not sleazy. I'm getting so many ideas for podcast episodes out of this podcast. Sales isn't sleazy. It's a divine invitation for them to change their life through you. Nothing else. And if you see it that way, sales becomes so amazingly easy. And these feminine funnels makes them so much better and so much easier even. Okay, so now we've spoken about the order bump. Let's talk about the upsell. Upsells is where the juiciness happens, where the money starts flowing absolutely energetically and in alignment. The upsells can be in different ways and in different places, and let me explain them all to you. And you pick what works the best for you. There's one that you absolutely have to do to make the great money and to boost your income and to have those quantum leaps. This funnel, this feminine funnel, is going to create quantum leaps in your business. But the one thing that I'm going to be sharing with you now, the one upsell method, is going to boost that even more. That is what creates huge, huge quantum leaps for most of my clients. Okay, so your upsell can be, and some women still prefer to use that, the old sort of bro type where they have paid for what they came here to get. So now they've paid, they've even taken your order bump, and then on the next page after they've paid, there's another page that pops up that sells them the next step, the bigger step. Okay, and this is all about planning out, and that's also for another episode, is how you plan out your programs and how you stack your programs. But I don't really like that next page. Energetically, it just doesn't work for me, and I'll tell you why. Number one is they've now already bought and they are very interested in getting to the program. So they've lost that energetic feeling of your funnel. They've lost everything because they've gone into the buying. So they don't feel like the queen anymore. They don't feel that anymore. So for you to pull them back in is so much harder to do. What I prefer is to have another high ticket offer on the same page. Now, I'm not talking about a 10,000 or a 20,000 offer. I'm talking about, say, for instance, this program that you're selling is a 249 or a 555 or a 777 offer, or whatever it is that you want to, a low ticket to a mid ticket offer, and you want to start touching on the higher ticket offer, then you bring in a 2,000 or a 2,500 upsell offer on the same page, not on the next page, while they stay still in this energy. And ladies, it's not selling, it's not manipulation, it's a divine invitation for them to take their outcome with you deeper to the next level. Okay, so see it that way. Don't see this as manipulation, because it isn't manipulation. It's a divine invitation to take the results, the outcomes, the woman they're going to become by going through this program a little bit deeper with you. And then the one that I don't want any of you to skip out on, the one that I said is going to give you the quantum leaps. when they've bought your program and maybe even your order bump and your upsell, they go into your portal where you deliver your program. Now, if you're brand new, you might not have one, and there's an easy way around that. And if you have a portal already with your program there already, then great. Then you're just going to go into your portal and you're going to go and add this very, very divine invitation section into the portal. If you don't have a program yet when you are building this very feminine funnel of yours, think of doing a live program recorded on Zoom while you're doing it live and then upload it into your portal. Okay, there's many portals. You can go and look and do some research about them. Ask ChatGPT which are the best places where you can host your programs. And it'll give you all the places that you can get. It'll even give you the advice of the best ones for you. Now, this one is that behind the scenes upsell into your high ticket exclusive, either mastermind or one-on-one spaces, depending on what the next step in this process is that you are giving your client. Okay. So if the natural next yes for them is to go into your mastermind, then that will be it. If it is the next natural yes to work with you one-on-one, then you give them that. And sometimes you give them both options. So it depends on what feels good in your body. If you've got a mastermind and a one-on-one, give them the option. It's their choice. It's not yours. So what happens behind the scenes is you have on the welcome page inside your portal, the page where they start, where you welcome them and you tell them what they're going to get in this portal and how this portal works. You are going to give them that invitation of the next step, the logical next step to work with you. And again, it's a divine invitation, not pushy, not salesy, not sleazy, a divine invitation. And some of them, many of them, might already buy it then and there. And others will go through your program. And when they get to that last page, you're going to make, or that last module, you're going to make that divine invitation again. Right there. Again. Because now, those that haven't bought, they are now far more ready to take that next step with you. They've experienced you. They've experienced the outcome. They've experienced the change in their life. They've experienced your magic and the magic inside of them that they can create working with you. Okay? So make that divine invitation 2 places in your portal, and this creates behind the scenes sales. It creates that next natural step for them. And if you don't do it, ladies, please understand that they're just going to go and try and find it from somewhere else because you're not offering it to them. You're not making that divine invitation for them for the next step. But there is that gap that they need. Many of them might need that, and many of them might not, and that's fine. And that stays there. That invitation stays in that portal. And when they come back to the program again, when they want to come back to rework it, to redo it, that invitation is there. And that invitation energetically stays there and physically stays there. And when they are ready, they will take the next step. So there's no pushiness for it. You trust them and your feminine funnel and this part behind the scenes to do its job energetically so that when they are ready, they will take that next step It's your divine invitation for them to take the next step when they are ready. Nothing pushy about it. We don't want to be pushy around that. Okay, so now I have to tell you that I have had women step in from $77 offers up to $2,500 on my upsell on the page, up to $7,500 in my portal, to $15,000 in my portal, to $25,000 in my portal, to $35,000 and even $50,000 in my portal, where I make that divine invitation. Okay, and many times I'll have at least 2 different paths for them to take so that they have the freedom to choose energetically which one is a full body yes for them. Okay, now number 5, the next thing that we have to focus on is the energy holding it all together. Here's the difference between a standard funnel and an energetic funnel. In a standard funnel, the focus is purely on closing the sale. It's those icky, yucky, pushy sales that takes place. You know how the bro funnels are like that. You feel it the moment you step into it. This is not it. If your energy holds it all, it's completely different. Okay? We don't focus purely on sales. In an energetic funnel, the focus is on elevating the woman stepping into your funnel, whether she buys it or not. Every page inside your funnel, okay, now your funnel starts with your page, your little order bump, your upsell, and your behind the scenes invitations in your portal. That is your entire funnel. Okay, so every page, every email that they get sent, every video is designed to serve her. Even in your portal and in your programs, everything is designed to energetically serve her, inspire her, and give her a taste of what's possible in the next level. So if she is on your sales page, it gives her a taste of what's possible right now. She buys the little order bump, and she buys the upsell. She gets into your portal and she experiences what's possible. And she has the change that she came for. She gets the results. She gets the change that she came for. She got what she wanted. And now she's ready to take that next step with you. And if she didn't buy on the sales page, that's fine. Because she will come back to your sales page because the energy has drawn her in. She will come back to it at a later stage. She might even go and, what do they call it when you do that? You know how something sometimes just float out of your head. She might go and save your page. She might even send the link to herself in her Facebook. She might even send it to herself in WhatsApp, whatever she uses. But she's going to save this page because of the energy behind it. Because she's felt it. She's felt what's possible. She's tasted what is possible. And she will come back to it when it's her divine time, when it's right for her. So even if she doesn't buy right now, the page has done its job. She's going to come back to it. And when she comes back, she's going to feel it again. She'll circle back to it when it's her divine time, like I said, and she will buy. But then it means that you've done your job correctly. You've done what you needed to do to give her that divine invitation, and that she can feel the energetic connection to you. Okay? And she comes back when the time is right for her. No pushiness, no countdown timers, no you have to buy now or you're going to lose out forever. It doesn't exist in feminine funnels. Let's look at why funnels work so well for women if they're done in the feminine way. Us women make decisions differently. We need to feel it. We need to connect the dots emotionally as well as logically. And energetically, this funnel needs to talk to the woman that steps into it. She needs to feel the energy. It's got to hit her deeply. Okay, then the magic starts happening. A feminine-led funnel creates a journey. It's not a pressure cooker like the bro funnels. It gives her space to say yes in her power, not from fear. And when you respect her process like that, the clients who say yes are more aligned, more committed, and more excited to work with you than ever. Now let's look at how these funnels generates money without you being there. This is the part that's really juicy, and that is going to help you to see why you need to implement funnels now. Feminine funnels right now in your business. This is the part that changes everything for my clients all the time. I've told you, they might not be ready, but when they do these funnels, when they put these feminine funnels into place, the way I've explained it to you, and they have those behind the scenes divine invitations in their portals, the quantum leaps start taking place tremendously. Women go from less than 5K a month to 30, 40, and 50K very quickly. Okay, so once your funnel is built and it's flowing, it becomes your silent business partner you've always wanted. It's making offers, sharing your message, and closing sales while you're sleeping, traveling, or spending time with your family, or just having a break, a well-deserved break, spending time with yourself. And because it's built with both strategy and soul, you don't have to worry about babysitting it. You trust it to hold your energy and deliver your offers exactly as you designed it. Now let's look at how to use funnels in your business. Your funnel can lead directly into your signature offer, a mastermind, or your one-on-one space, like I've explained, with your upsell, or even better, the behind-the-scenes sales inside your portal. It can offer a luxury VIP upgrade path, like I've explained, on the page. Or if you prefer, after they've bought, you can have that VIP, a luxury VIP upgrade path. But I prefer on the page. Enroll women into an evergreen program without live launching. I hate live launching. I used to do them. I had a whole year calendar planned out with live launches every quarter, and then it was 9 days or 10 days. Many of you have seen them. Many of you might have even taken part. Many of you might have taken part in shorter ones. But they are emotionally draining for the woman that attends them and for you who has to present them and build them. They are energy draining leeches. Okay. And if you love them, that's great. But an energetic, feminine funnel at the end of a live launch will get you even better results. But yes, you don't have to ever run live launches. Again, if you use feminine funnels, they sell for you all the time. And there are many ways to let them sell for you, which I'm not going to discuss here because this is already getting a little bit of a long podcast episode. We'll definitely talk about that in some of the upcoming episodes. Okay, but they'll enroll women into your evergreen programs. And your evergreen programs are the ones that's going to upsell your clients into those more luxurious VIP programs in the back end, your masterminds and your one-on-one spaces. And they support your high-ticket sales through application and nurturing. And you're going to ask me now, how the hell do they do that, Myra? So let me explain it to you. Those divine invitations in your portal is how they support the high ticket sales, because your client comes through your portal. You've given them everything. You've given them the change that they want. They've gotten the results. They've had the magic. They've experienced their magic and your magic working together. Okay, so they've applied. That's where they've got the application. They applied what you have taught them. And you have nurtured them inside of that portal by delivering your program. This doesn't work if your program isn't a good program. If it doesn't get results, it's going to work. It's not going to support your high ticket sales. So make sure that your program that they are in is a great program. It gives them that if they apply, if they do the application, that they're going to get results. And through that, you nurture them. And through that divine invitation in your portal is going to support your high ticket sales behind the scenes. That's exactly what it is. It's all about creating one clear pathway for a woman to move from awareness to activation. And now I want to share with you again, why do you need one in place right now? If you don't feel it in your body right now, if you don't feel it yet, I hope this is going to help you. But I really do believe that by this time, you need to feel this hell yes in your body. I need this. I need a feminine funnel, or even a few feminine funnels in my business. If you want more freedom, more flow, and more consistent income, a feminine funnel is not optional, Queen. It is essential. Without one, you manually holding every single sale. Without a funnel, a feminine funnel, you've got to be on those sales calls. I've told you that. You've got to be in the DMs actively selling. You've got to be in your content on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and wherever you're selling. You've got to be there selling all the time. With a feminine funnel and some strategic content and some automations, you are not needed there. You are not manually holding every sale, and that is where you want to go to. That is the space where you want to be in. That is how you make money and you do not burn out. That is how you serve your clients, because you've got energy to serve your clients. You are not working yourself to death to just get the sale, and then there's no more energy left to serve the clients. With one energetic feminine funnel, you've got a system that is selling with your energy all the time on autopilot. If they're done right, they work beautifully, and you will have quantum leaps in your business like never before, I promise you. If you're wondering whether your funnel is doing what it should, if you've built it already, and you have funnels already, and you're wondering if it's doing what it should, DM me the word funnel review on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll review your funnel and your process and show you where it's leaking and how you can make it work for you on autopilot. And ladies, if you are not new and you don't have a funnel yet, and you have implemented what I've told you here, and you've built a funnel, or you're going to build a funnel, and you need some more help, please reach out and also DM me funnel review, and we'll chat in the DMs and I will help you. You can reach me on Instagram at myra_swankotze or on facebook.com myra_swankotze, Elevated Women, all one long big word. When you build your funnel with soul, it's no longer just a sales system. It's an energetic experience that elevates every woman who enters. It's time to let your business work for you, not the other way around. Until next time, stay elevated, Queen. Thank you for tuning into Elevated Woman. If today's episode activated something in you, share it, tag me, or come say hi in the DMs. And if you're ready to go deeper, head to myra_swankotze.com to grab your free gift or explore the offers aligned with your next level. Until next time, own your power, claim your wealth, and rise as the elevated woman you came here to be.